Hi, I am Naseem Ahmed, and you are watching Naseem Ahmed's Sociology YouTube channel. My today's topic I will very briefly address is about various types of norms. As we have already talked about norms as an very important and essential element of culture, now the question to be understood is how various types of norms differ from each other. What are the substantial bases to distinguish between various types of norms and creating typologies of norms? So, one important typology of norms, according to which we can distinguish between various types of norms, is the amount of moral seriousness, amount of moral implications involved in any type of norms. So, according to the degree of seriousness, especially the moral seriousness, we can classify norms into four basic categories. First category of norms is what we call folkways. As the name itself implies, it is the people's way of doing their routine work and everyday casual life work. So the norms of our everyday casual life are called folkways. These norms include norms about dressing, eating, and appearing in the public, etc., etc. As far as examples of folkways are concerned, you are supposed to keep your classroom neat and clean. So if you violate this norm, if you don't keep your class neat and clean, it will be, first of all, a violation of your folkways. It is important and pertinent to note that as far as the violation of folkways is concerned, it do not consequently bring about serious consequences. And as a sanction related to these norms, you don't expect a lot of a reward from society if you comply to folkways, and you neither expect very serious punishment from society in terms of the violation of your folkways. But every society will have to discourage the violation of norms, no matter how serious they are or how casual they are. So when you violate folkways, people are likely to gossip about you, they are likely to ridicule you. For example, if you are dressed up very formally and then suddenly we look at your shoes and you are wearing joggers, white color tennis shoe, it is a violation of a formal dressing. So at maximum, what you expect people doing in this regard is to criticize you or laugh at you, and that is it. You can get away with the laughter from the people. And however, when these moral implications become a little more serious, so that society starts taking the violation of some norms very seriously, and some serious implications could be there, we call these kind of norms as mores. And mores are those norms which have some moral implications. A degree of morality is considered to be violated when mores are violated. So these are also a kind of informal kind of norms, but society takes them more seriously. And how to punish, how to sanction mores is not formally enacted, neither it is written somewhere, neither the formal authority is invoked, but still society might have some serious reaction. These kind of norms have to do with um, our appearance, sober appearance, our appearance in the religious affair, maybe. When you go to the mosque, you are supposed to cover your body very well. You cannot go to the mosque while wearing your undergarments. Should you do this, you will be violating not a folkway, but you will be violating a mores. And similarly, um, some you cannot take pictures of people without their permission. And if you are doing in Pakistani society, you might be violating a mores. However, in many other countries, this might fall not within Morris, but within violation of law. So it's good to remember us that folkways of some societies might become mores of other societies, and might become then laws in another society. So mores are, as I have said, are much more serious violations of a violation of norm. Adultery, for example, is addressed by law. In many societies, adultery might not be addressed by law, but may only fall within the realm of mores. And if we talk about a greater level of moral implications, we will be talking about the third category of norms, which is taboos. What we call taboos are such as serious norms, and society takes them morally so serious that we don't even like to talk about their violation. We will not be discussing it. It will be disgusting to discuss it, but we don't talk about these violations because we don't want people even to know that these norms can be violated or are violated. A few years back, I heard the news about a remote area of Pakistan, Bakhar, where some people used to extract the graves, used to eat the flesh of newly buried people. And this is, of course, violation of taboos. We don't like to talk about the violation of taboo. Similarly, one universal taboo found in all known societies is that we call incest taboo. Incest taboo means violation of sexual norms, and this is a universal norm that close blood relatives cannot make marry between them. There could be no marital relations. But should this happen, it will be violation of taboos. And other and the fourth and the final type of norms is what we call laws. Laws are usually those norms which are formally enacted and which are in written form. So, whichever norms are in written form and they are backed by formal authority of law enforcement agencies, or which are anyhow formally enacted and they are in written form, these kind of norms are called laws. And usually we can distinguish between laws of civil nature, laws of administrative nature, and laws of criminal nature. So those acts which constitute crime, they are violation of law, and sanctions are enacted by judiciary, and law enforcement agencies are then involved. This is also part of the formal social control. So, social control, which is aimed at keeping people in accordance with the norms of society, social control, which is aimed at preventing deviant behavior, can occur either through formal means, through police, judiciary, guards, whatever the formal mechanisms are, the committees, the disciplinary committees, and then there are informal ways to keep people away from deviant behavior, and these mechanisms include the peer pressure, the pressure by people living in your community, your mohalla, and public opinion can be, a big deterring mechanism to keep people under control. And social control is how we prevent deviance and how we keep people conform to the norms of our society. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section. Thank you very much.